I was trying to get to that when you gave it a dope, but I couldn't YouTube it in time.
Go ahead.
Getting to the millions on my mind now. Eyes on the pig, trying to stop a nigga shine now. I've been driving up and down 9 to 5.
It's another episode of Just Hip Hop. Today we're reviewing Xxxtentacion 17. So off the first track, I forgot what is it called. I think it's Explanation, where he just basically tells you what the whole record's about to be about, his mindset, and depression, and how to help others deal with depression. And he said, hey, if you don't like what he's saying in these tracks, then so be it. You really don't care. I thought it was whack. I thought it was really whack. Besides like 3 songs, maybe 2. I know that Everybody Dies in Their Nightmares, the Jocelyn, Fuck Love. I think that was about it.
I thought it was pretty. Look, here's the thing. This is not a hip hop album. So,
I just don't know what
as a hip hop album, I don't think this comes across as a hip hop album. This sounds more like alternative rock or something. For like all the listeners, like this shit is not a hip hop album.
You played the game well though, like with the whole like coming out like Look at Me, or dropping songs like Look at Me.
Well, he did Look at Me a whole year ago, almost 2 years ago. Like he did this 2016, 2015 or some shit.
And then he rolled that shit.
Yeah,
and then he flipped the shit on these niggas like and he came out that dun 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 dun. That I just can't get behind that.
Like, now, look, here's the thing, man. Like, I think the topics that this album that he discusses on the album is fantastic.
Depression.
Once again, mental health is something we do not talk about enough in the black community. You know what white people do when they have mental health issues? They go to therapists, they get antidepressants, right? We don't have the luxury. And so, because we don't have the luxury and because we come from tough neighborhoods or tough areas or areas, you know, where, especially for black males, where you're supposed to be the strong one, you know, when there is a family structure where black males are present, you're supposed to be strong. Shit isn't supposed to bother you. You ain't supposed to cry. You ain't supposed to be depressed and shit like that, like, because it's seen as weak, it's seen as soft. And so I'm glad that he's able to discuss these topics on this record. That being said, this isn't a hip hop record. If I had to rate it as a hip hop record based off of 2 hip hop record tracks on here, really I'd give it a trash. If I gotta rate it just as a record, it's alright. Like, it's not a terrible record. It's not for me. I won't be listening to this record again. But it's not a terrible record. Like, there's substance there. Like, there are things there that make a record. And I don't think he's freestyling 80% of the record like Uzi did on his record. Like, it's a more cohesive piece of work. My only negative for it is that it's 10 1-minute and 30-second songs. He has to get to a point where he can provide people with a substantial body of work, because I do think he is very talented, just like I think Uzi is very talented. I think Xxxtentacion is very talented. I think he needs development. Put it like this. He just got out of jail, 4 months ago? If he takes the extra 4 months, right, instead of saying, okay, I'm not going to ride the wave too long, I'm just going to put the shit out because I know I got the fan base. Instead of saying that, drop a mixtape, okay, and soak the mixtape shit up. Give your fans something to keep, and then go back and spend another 4 months polishing these records and maybe coming up with some other records to complement them. I think this is a great album. He's done the flip that OG Maco tried to do, and he's done it successfully. He got to sit down with his work. He got to sit down and put thought into what he's doing on these records. You know, like, all these young cats, like, thinking that they gonna come in and shortchange the game over people like Cole and Kendrick and Meek and all of these other guys that write their records and care about what they give to the people. Think they're gonna shortchange those guys? They are highly mistaken. Even Migos. Think Migos gonna write their shit if you want to, right? But I tell you one thing, Migos be in the studio polishing that shit, saying, let me put 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 5. Saying, let me put this shit right here. Migos is what Young Thug should be. but they got 3 people to do it. That's Young Thug's spot. Migos got Young Thug's spot. Undoubtedly. If X wants to have his own spot carved in the game, because he has the talent to do so, he reminds me of a young Kid Cudi. A lot. Like a lot.
Like the Outcast. Like kind of.
Yeah, he's the outcast. He's weird. He reminds me of a young Kid Cudi. If he wants to make it in the game, because he got the loyal fan base, he got people that like X, right? He's not like Uzi, who sounds like every fucking body else. If he want to carve out that shit, carve out that lane in the game, he got to start caring more about the fans. He got to stop doing dumb shit at shows, punching niggas, inciting riots. He got to stop that shit.
Talking shit.
He got to exactly. He got to care about his fans, and he got to care about his career. And I know he's young. What is he, 19, 20?
Yeah.
I know he's really young, but he got to care about that shit, bro. Because I don't remember Nas inciting riots. I don't remember hearing nothing about that. Like, and I wasn't around for it. I'm sure Nas probably shot at niggas and shit, like Mobb Deep and them. But inciting riots,
it shows
and
how powerful like your voice is.
Having niggas run up on stage, niggas would never run up on Nas on stage. Get the fuck out of here. But he got to change the people around him, and he got to care more about his fans and his career. And he has the potential to be here for some years if he can do that. But if not, he the fuck out of here. Straight like that. If not, he the fuck out of here next year. You won't hear about him no more. It'll be somebody else, you know, Wah Sensation or somebody. I don't know, nigga. But it'll be somebody else. Straight like that. Favorite song? I don't think I had a favorite song. I don't think I had I don't think I had a dislike. It was all middle of the road. It was all some shit I'm just not gonna listen to ever again.
I like Fuck Love and Everybody Died in the Nightmares. Worst songs was like Revenge. All that like weird, slow
guitar shit.
Guitar
shit. I feel it.
It was garbage. Riot was a cool song too, though. When you talk about he had a good take on rioting. Not the that we should riot, but the niggas that do riot. I like that's so fucked up because the people that you're rioting, like you're not helping them. So that was a cool song. Did you see the video by the way?
Nah, I ain't seen the video.
Where he hung the little white boy?
I heard about him hanging the little white boy.
Had the internet going crazy. Man.
Yeah, I heard about him. He's the biggest troll in hip hop right now. He is really taking that crown from Lil Yachty. I don't know what's going on, but he took that crown from Lil Yachty. He's the biggest troll on hip hop.
Overall,
I got it alright. I give it alright.
The trash eye.
Excuse me. It's a low eye. It's a low eye simply because A, it's not a hip hop album, and B, he does not know how to make a 3-minute and 45-second song that can entice me. And I think it's because of that I give it an eye. Put some more drums in that shit, you know, because Cudi could do all of that extra shit, but he put some drums in there too. And still,
fuck it up.
And still get me to like it. You feel me? Like still get me as a hip hop head to like the record. You know, with songs like Mr. Rage or, you know, like those. I like Ash and Kusher, and I like those records. You know, like even all of those records on Indica, I like those records. So, man, I give it an eye. I'm actually interested to see what he comes with next, even though I will not listen to this shit again. Like it's just not for me. It's not for me. It's the same thing I said about the Logic shit. I thought the Logic shit was a dope album. It's just not for me, dog. But if you like that shit, bro, bump that shit. Bro.
Yeah,
check it
out.
out.
Dealing with depression, man. Hey.
It's definitely something it's somebody that can relate to you, and I think it's a conversation that should be had in our culture. So definitely go check it out.
Another episode of Just Hip Hop. Yeah.